Hello, YouTube. Long time no see. It's me, Will, and I'm joined by my co-toast with the most. I got that wrong on purpose. It's Toast.
That's very clever.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We've got a really fun 1v1 today. We're going to live cast for the first time in forever, and we're going to live cast DVD or Arpit against Yagami. Now, Yagami has been on a real tear lately. The kind of things this guy has been doing has been absolutely outlandish. He's been rising through the ranks. And we've been all watching with fascination because he has declared his intention to be the best.
Like no one ever was?
Like one or two people before him. And he's been making huge strides in that direction, but also Arpit, long-time player, finally returning to the community to shake things up. So we've got a bit of a renaissance at the moment in terms of really skillful players.
Yeah, I mean, this is how it goes with IC. It dies, it resurrects.
Stronger than ever.
Yeah, it's like a phoenix. When are we adding Phoenix to the game, Will?
Yeah, that's actually what I've been meaning to talk to you about, Toast. I'm afraid you didn't pay the Patreon enough money, and so we will not be making a Phoenix. Sorry, guys, stretch goal has not been met. The 2 million stretch goal has not been met, so we will not be making a Phoenix for IC.
That's a shame.
Yagami in purple down the south, and of course, DVD in pink up the top. This purple-pink face-off is pretty delicious. Pretty standard build so far, though. Just a couple of lightning rods coming up.
Yeah, I imagine they'll both be playing it relatively straight here.
Yeah, I saw a recent replay casted by Marco, which was fantastic, in which Yagami was in the top on this map, but he came down and did some really aggressive fences, but he's not doing that today. Scouting well, though. 1 minute 53, so, like, not especially early to see henchmen leaving the base, but we've only got Yagami leaving, and he's fencing off the top to get that expo for free. That's quite delicious. Arpit halfway to level 2, same with Yagami. They're actually neck and neck on this research, basically. Yagami's like a half second behind. Okay, wow, strong 3 hench coming south from Arpit building this creature chamber. He's going to rush hard at level 2. Yes, and he's moving out to take the expansion just in front of the chamber. Tsun, who's that? It's the Frog Marine. Oh my god, that is something that I do in fact love to see. Meanwhile, Yagami needs to start claiming this expo up the north. Oh, no, Panther Roaches are actually going to do a pretty good job against Tsun.
They're going to do a very good job, especially if I code correctly.
Oh, but he is some melee to support them. Dere. Okay, so we've got Tsun and Dere. I like that. I see what he's doing. And both Frenzy, both high elect level 2s, or I suppose mid elect level 2s these days. Extremely excited to see these praying mantises.
What are they really going to achieve, though, realistically?
Well, cloaking like that is pretty smart, because I think what he'll do is he'll pop up behind the melee units. Oh no, he'll just walk in. Okay, hope there's no keen sense.
There's no keen sense, but there is the lab, right?
No, I don't think so. Mid is getting fenced off, by the way. Oh, there's a lot of these frogs, but I don't think they'll survive. I think Arpit is in trouble here. Yeah, because here's the backline just getting erased, actually. There you go. That digging really came through. I mean, he lost almost all of the ant mantises, but they did their job, which is awesome.
They did, yeah. And
but
more chambers coming down here along with a genetic amplifier. He's about to ramp up the pressure.
That's excellent. It's really great to upgrade these Tsun because they are such high power level 2s. Upgrading kind of pushes them into like weak level 3 territory.
And Arpit still hasn't... Yagami still hasn't claimed the north expansion, despite completely securing it with fences.
No, and meanwhile Arpit's taking the water geysers. Huge moves. Oh man, it's looking bad for the Polish tornado Yagami Raito.
He's massing units, but it's out of a single creature chamber, and that's not going to be enough.
Is he leveling? He is not leveling. Is Arpit leveling? Arpit is not leveling. Where are Yagami's resources going at this point? I guess just desperately pumping out Pantherriches, but oh boy,
this
is becoming... He did expand, yes, but this is becoming a really bad matchup. These guys are upgraded. Only the range attack is upgraded.
Frenzy though.
Oh wow, great crawl from Arpit. That tower is going to do so much work. But Yagami's here to punch it down. Good move, but if you're going to be doing that, you've really got to keep up the pressure with your units. It looks like this is all over.
It's going to be really hard to get out of this. He does have the expansion, but when you're down 2 generators...
And 2 generators, and you're basically even on coal. Yeah. That's right.
And he's just now throwing down that extra chambers. If he was on 2 or 3 chambers this whole time, maybe he would have had the army advantage. But now he has a fenced-in chamber.
He has a fenced-in chamber.
Look, making melee
perhaps
units.
That's true, but I think he didn't have the resources. I think he should have probably gone for that expo earlier. He fenced it off. He could have done it. But Arpit really got ahead economically, and now this rolling ball of Sun Tzuns. I'm so happy to see these guys actually work, because they're not easy to pull off.
Yeah, you do need a lot of time to mass them. If they start getting picked off, you just end up never getting them off the ground. And
having them backed up by those praying mantis ants, which are also expensive, but die in 2 hits. That's so brazen.
I have to admit, I did not believe in the ants, but they really they got the job done.
Yeah, it's hard to believe in ants, but
I don't believe in ants.
And Yagami calling GG. Wow, that's the first game of the set, and we should probably mention that this is theoretically a best of 3. So we have another game coming up real soon.
Hopefully.
Toast impressions after that one. Let's have a look at the combat tab.
Well,
oh my god, look at that combat tab. That is so funny. 41 creatures produced from Yagami, 44 by Arpit, so pretty even production. 54 kills from Arpit to 17 from Yagami, and only 1 structure destroyed in the entire game, and that was Yagami's lab. Actually, no. What was that? Yagami's lab, or did Arpit destroy something else?
Does that count when you delete your lab?
I don't know, because it says that Arpit destroyed it, which implies that
it wouldn't. A lab deletion wouldn't count, and he didn't destroy the lab.
Yeah,
so it must have been like a sound beam or a fence or maybe a creature chamber.
I don't know. Well, that's extremely interesting. Maybe he popped a lightning rod. But what a game. That was really, really strong from Arpit. He just got the momentum.
Their level 2 times were exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like Yagami is hosting again, and it looks like it's going to be on Midway. Delicious. What a tasty snack of a map. Alright. Now, I guess we don't have to be afraid of frogs on this map, because frogs in IC are, of course, terrified of water. Sun Tsun cannot swim. Arpit says he's never won on this map. Yeah, and he certainly went with that previous army. Yagami bringing the same army, I think, although I think he probably just has a lot of armies with the same name.
Well, this is a 3v1 now.
That's no. Stacked. Yagami's in trouble. I've got to say, I think Yagami's going to be looking for the momentum early on this one. It kind of felt good to get stalled like that.
You see a lot of different things on this map. You see like geyser thefts, you see level 2 amphib rushes, you see pure water plays.
You absolutely do, but mostly it's quite fast. One thing you don't see too often is 2 players just turtling up.
No, you can't really do that, because your base is not only vulnerable to attack, but like doesn't have a lot of resources on it. Well, it does.
Theoretically, you could just take those 2 water geysers around your base, maybe lash out and take an island with some henchmen, turtle up to level 3, maybe even just go for that central volcano geyser with a gyrocopter, but it just doesn't work out that way. Of course, that tends to be the way with IC in general. We tend to lean towards fast pace, at least in this era, this incarnation of the impossible creatures.
Well, in 1v1s particularly.
Yes.
You can get away with a little more greed in team games.
And a team game on this map would be very interesting indeed. You probably have enough room on this island to put 2 labs on.
You can continue the trend of just taking 1v1 maps and putting extra labs on them.
Yeah, it's how you do it. It's how you make maps.
Fence play here.
Ooh. Yep, that's good. See, he's getting a grip on that island. That's very smart. Hopefully he'll finish that fence. Oh, we've got someone coming around. Is Yagami coming to the island?
Yes, he is.
Oh, but he's too slow. Oh, but he's not too slow because that's a creature chamber. He cannot have seen this henchman yet. He doesn't know.
He has no idea.
And yet, how does he know? What's going on?
So, what is this? Why not just build the water chamber?
Yeah, I think he forgot himself a little bit there. I think he got a bit confused. And also, Arpit dropping down a water chamber, and he's sending Hench up top to build this workshop, which means now he will see Yagami's presence on this island. Yes, and there's the wolf eel. Beautiful critter. Wow, Yagami just bullying on through.
He plays the workshop right there next to him.
Oh my god, what a thug. That's such a baller move. And also we're seeing some hyena eels from Arpit, so kind of the same side of the same coin, these 2 level 2 range units. With Arpit having a substantial health advantage, which is interesting.
Well, a substantial everything advantage, right? At higher cost.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. Arpit's doing a good job of massing here while Yagami's distracted, but Yagami having this island could be huge if he gets that geyser. That said, no one's really lashing out and taking their geysers at this point.
Well, I feel like Arpit really lost out by finishing that workshop and the fence and investing to go into the expansion and then in the end not getting it.
That's right, yeah. And he could have blown that workshop to get all the resources back at any point before it was finished. So,
well, you do get a lot back in this game, even for finished buildings. I don't know if he blew it though. It might have been destroyed.
No, I don't believe he blew it. And if you destroy it before you finish it, you get more resources. I believe
you get 100%, and
yes.
If it's unfinished, you get 80% if it's finished. So like
is it as high as 80?
It is. I tested it. I had no idea until I tested it. And I was like, holy shit! And that's when I started like blowing lightning rods when they're getting attacked.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. Octantha is really beautiful, but he's not going to last long against this horde of wolf eels. But they're getting picked off. Oh, Yagami has not attack moved. He has just moved. Wow, this is still going to be a tough engagement for Arpit, but suddenly he has the advantage.
Yeah, I think he's going to come out of this in a very strong position, actually.
He certainly is. Yagami's wiped out for very few losses. Oh, man. Man.
Now they both have an island each, but Yagami's got to defend himself. The pressure's coming in.
Yagami can defend this, but he's got to he's getting up another creature chamber. That's a great move.
I mean, this is where you really gotta favor these hyena eels to the wolf eels.
Agreed, but hey, who else but the snapping touring stick?
Ooh.
Look at this guy.
I think they have just enough HP.
Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's a good matchup. And here's the henchman coming in to support them, but Arpit, that's too late. That's too late.
Wow, this is going to be basically an even game from this point.
And it's the symmetry here is really interesting. They've both got regen level 2s, about the same speed in the water. They've both got these eels, obviously, and I bet they're both going to go 3 at a similar time. Actually, that's not true. Arpit is going 3 right now. Ding.
Bing, bing.
Bing, bang, bong. Yagami's probably feeling a little bit better, but I would say he's not confident at this point. They are radially symmetrical around the map, both players having taken their island and populated them okay. Arpit needs to get some more henchmen up on that cliff. But also he needs more henchmen at his base because he sent so many out with that attack.
Did they all die or did they retreat?
I think they're all dead. They came after the range units had already died.
And what's he going to do about this attack? He's going to lose this generator. He is building another generator, though.
But what do we have here but giant prams? Extremely powerful. It looks like he's ignoring. He's not going to defend. He's going to counterattack. That's really cool. Oh my goodness, these walking sticks.
I feel like Yagami is getting away with murder here on the right.
He is, but don't forget, Arpit only had 2 henchmen there. The workshop is the real valuable prize there, and really that's just slowing Yagami down. These giant prams are unstoppable at this point.
You can't stop the prams.
Oh, hammer emmings, and it might be the case that Arpit waited just a little too long to play his hand, because with 3 chambers, these hammer rams are going to come out strong.
In other words, they're going to stop the pram.
Yeah, they're going to stop the pram. I thought you can't stop the pram, but you can stop the pram with hammer rams. Actually, hammer emmings.
And this little wolf-eel task force, it's still around.
Yeah.
And it's coming around to strike at the back of Arpit's base. And he spread too thin.
Yeah, that guy's is definitely going. He's going to come and defend, but oh my goodness. I have to say that I think the place that Arpit slipped in this game was henchman deployment. It seems to me like he shouldn't have sent henchmen all those times that he did because he just didn't have enough gathering resources. And they really didn't benefit him much either. Like he sent some with that last wave as well to build a couple of sound beams, but... Tricky question. Setting hench is an extremely good tactic, but it hasn't worked here.
I think maybe he committed so much to attacking such a well-defended position when it might have been better just to wait or attack Yagami at home.
Well, I think he had to attack faster because he had the initiative when he got level 3 first. He had to strike sooner than that because like as soon as Yagami hit level 3, he has such a resource advantage in terms of gathering henchmen. Arpit really needed to gather momentum faster than he did, and attacking Yagami's homeland might have been a good bet, but he should have done it sooner. Oh my goodness, the lemming's digging, but the Cuttlebishop gains sense.
Well,
but certainly it's all over now. There's nothing that Arpit can do. Interesting to see the hammer emmings. Have you seen this before, Toast?
I have not. I've seen wolf hammerheads a lot. Seen all kinds of hammerheads, but never lemmings.
Yeah, no, they're kind of... I mean, actually, that overpop came in really clutch. Yagami was not punished for that late level 3 because he spammed billion overpop units.
That was a close game in score.
But look at those resources. I mean, there you go. That is unfortunately where Arpit fell there. But you know what? That's one game each in this really fun set so far. Combat-wise, the story's similar. Actually, Arpit got more kills, 88 to Yagami's 81. But Yagami produced twice as many creatures. So really, at the end of the day, you can stomach a few losses.
Yagami never actually lost any generators or workshops or even any henchmen.
Yes. Yeah. Meanwhile, Arpit's hench attrition rate was pretty dire.
So
yeah.
Arpit would take an expansion, but then he would lose it after investing into it, and he'd lose all that mining time, resource generating time.
Well, the thing is, when he lost those expansions at the islands, he only lost 3 henchmen total. He lost more in workshop investment than he did in hench in terms of coal lost. And it's interesting. Maybe he should have been better off staffing at home. I'm not really sure what happened there. All right, game 3 is up. This is going to be the decider. Who's going home with the belt, Toast?
Why do you ask me questions?
Well, because I value your opinion. I'm going to say I like Yagami for this, honestly. I think he's gotten under Arpit's skin. He's got a little bit of a roll on now. Although it is, of course, Arpit's map choice. With the one stipulation being that the map cannot be Furor, which the last few replays have been on. The last few replays have been on it because it is a spectacular map, and we don't give Logan enough credit for it. It's like my favorite 1v1 map, probably.
Well, you know, just to make it interesting, I'm gonna say you're dead wrong. Arpit's got this.
All right.
You just biased.
Can you get a bit angrier about it?
World
Can I
Cup.
see some passion? Give me some fire.
Arg.
Oh boy. Okay. That.
You didn't expect that, did you?
I'm a little taken aback. Can we walk this back? Suddenly the atmosphere is so hostile. These vibes are doing horrible things to me.
Bringing back that World Cup rivalry.
Oh yeah. Smokestack. Oh boy. Word in the chat is that we are going to Smokestack. Surely that's a meme. Surely they won't play Smokestack.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh my god. This is probably the first game ever to be... There's no spec Smokestack.
Oh, no.
That's why no one ever casts Smokestack. Oh boy. Well, that's pretty hilarious. I do think we'll see a return to the land maps. Maybe we'll see a return to the Sun Sun and Dare Dare. Look at these green 1v1 maps, honestly.
Is it gonna be Peter?
I don't know. I think Arpit is meditating right now, looking deep within himself to find the truth, to try and find the map, the edge he'll need.
Just do 1v1 Crag.
1v1 Crag, yeah. If you want, we can Crag and Toast on your teams. Yeah. Smiley face. Yagami's into it. What do you think Mala Hadridi means? Do you think I'm allowed to say that? Do you think it's something horrible?
I hope so.
It's your choice. Oh god. It's your choice. How did I do that? I'm a native English speaker, I swear. Bloody hell. Your Swedish radiation is corrupting me.
Isn't it the other way around? Isn't that a mistake native speakers make more often?
Quite possibly, yeah.
It's because it's
But the one that people make is the opposite, where they mean to say you are and they just say you're. You know what I mean?
No, the saying it is the same, right? It's writing it's different.
Yes, that's what I meant. But the thing is, they write the one without the apostrophe when they mean the one with the apostrophe. So
Yeah.
such are the vagaries of the English language. This has been the Language Corner with Toast and Will, and hopefully we'll get into a game now. Arpit's making a bargain with us now.
I think that's a good idea.
I guess the $1 million question with this map is who's going to go for the island?
Well, I have been known to completely forget they exist when playing this map.
Forget that islands exist?
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
I know they're all on the mini-map and everything. I'm just blind.
We even made the coal show up, especially for you, because we know about your coal blindness.
There's no coal on the islands.
The middle island, my man.
Oh, you call that an island?
You really are so blind.
I meant the bottom and top ones with the single geysers.
Yeah. Great recovery, Toast. We all believe you. 2 rods coming up for both players. Tasty stuff. Pretty conventional, though. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for a 4-rod build, but it was not to be. Arpit making a move.
Some kind of move. Both making a move in the same direction.
Yagami, yeah, you're right.
But there's two henchmen for both. Oh my goodness.
What?
3 henchmen.
3 henchmen for both. What's going on?
It's a chamber.
Arpit's leading with a chamber. Oh no, that's a mistake.
The first
You've got to
punch
fight.
Landed.
You've got to fight. You've got to fight, my man. Actually, he will get this chamber up.
He will finish it, but he will be down a henchman.
Yagami should probably fence this right
Unless
now.
he just doesn't kill that henchman.
Oh my god, Yagami made an absolute dog's breakfast of that fight. Arpit should not have gotten away with that.
He spared his life. He was granted a pardon.
That was hysterical. Great stuff. Oh, and here are the ants. The sound beam's coming up. Oh no, Arpit, I really think you should go past.
No.
Oh no, but
finish it. Finish it. No.
52%. Oh no.
Finish what you started. Okay, he's done it.
Okay, but he lost like 2 or 3 Zebrons for no reason there. That's so funny. Where is your head at, Yagami? Where is your head at? Now is a good time for Arpit to assert a little bit of dominance before Yagami is able to recover. But that's not the right fence either around that sound beam. Melee units will still be able to attack that sound beam. My goodness. And nothing's going on in the rest of the map. This is just where all the action is. That's not enough Sun Suns, apparently.
That's not enough Sun Suns.
That's not enough Sun Suns. Oh, I love these Zebrails. Absolutely gorgeous, fellas.
And they're doing the job too. They're not just a pretty face.
Arpit's he's got to keep that sound beam tower repaired, and he's got to build another one. Now is actually the time for hench warfare. What's he doing? He's punching. No!
Lose the sound beam.
Repair that.
He's not going to lose the sound beam.
He made the right call. Meanwhile, Yagami's given up there, and he's going for the island in the middle. That is the middle island for your information at Toast.
Ah, you mean something else?
You can't recover from that. There's nothing else that it's called. There's nothing else it could possibly be. This has not been going too well for Arpit, though. He has lost a lot of hench.
Yeah.
Frenzy? Yep, there's Frenzy from Arpit. Delicious. Wow, this is such a scrap. But I actually think Yagami's call to go mid is a good one at this point. He's going to get that on the sly.
Does Arpit know about it?
No, absolutely not. No clue. He's way too busy with what is going on here.
Sound beam? The sound beam? It's
The
alive!
sound beam lives on one. The sound beam lives on one. This
Will
is impossible.
either one of them notice it?
Oh my god, pop it! He's not popping it.
Repair it? He popped it.
Oh, it popped. He popped it. He popped it. And I feel like that was just the last kick in the teeth because Yagami knew he had lost that location. And Arpit's throng of henchmen is working out for him this time. He's doing a good job. Actually, sorry, that's all Yagami's buildings. Arpit's henchmen are doing nothing.
Well, they're building a sound.
Oh, and he's retreating all those Sun-Suns. No, he's not. I wonder if Yagami's got the economic edge yet, mining in mid.
I mean, he certainly has the edge, but is it going to kick in?
He's almost 3.
Oh,
he's
wow.
almost 3. Oh my god. Okay, what's coming out? What's coming out of these chambers? Oh, Yagami! Yagami! More zebrails. Okay, I guess you need a water chamber, my man. Okay, there it is. Water chamber is up. What's coming out?
More
zebrails.
Oh, hammer pistons. Oh, it's all over.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Arpit's not even going free yet. It's over.
Oh my god. It may well be over. This is huge. This is such a big swing. Arpit again seems to have overcommitted on the hench warfare. He's got to get mining more. He's got to get mining more, and he's got to prioritize geysers a bit more as well, I think, although both of them probably need to do that.
It's not easy when you're in a
no, not at all.
Big scrappy fight in the middle. Gotta have the presence of mind to do what you need to do and not die.
And that's where Yagami's really come through this fight. That expansion to mid was just, it was such a ballsy play, truly, because it's so hard to commit your resources elsewhere when you can see you're being attacked really strongly. That's such a huge call to make. And he's also expanding to the west. Oh my goodness.
Is Arpit going free?
Arpit's not going 3. He's never going 3, man. He just does not have the resource income. He's all in on Sun Sun. And while I definitely respect that as a baller play, the map control isn't there.
But what is there is hammer pistons.
Yeah, hammer pistols are so tragic to see when you've got Sun Suns.
The real move here for you guys is to get hand shield with these hammer pistols.
Yeah,
that would be really mean.
Oh my god, I'm watching these Sun Suns kill themselves on these hammer pistols. That absolutely breaks my little heart. And Yagami is moving Kamigators towards Arpit's lab. Oh my god, he's attacking the mining line.
I think Yagami's just too big to fail right now.
Exactly right.
I mean, he can just keep throwing these hammer pistols into the meat grinder, and eventually they'll do enough deflect damage.
That's right, and Arpit can't afford to ignore them.
Yeah.
They do too much damage for him to just ignore them. But
and not only that, like, he doesn't need to kill these Sun-Suns. He just needs them not to make any progress.
Yeah,
because he has the whole map.
He's picking off henchmen at Arpit's lab. This has been an incredible game.
No.
Arpit's made a creature chamber in Yagami's base. It's not too late, Arpit. It's not too late. But of course, Yag does have Lab D. So, then what?
Well, maybe Arpit can buy enough time to go free.
But he's losing so many hench at the lab for nothing. I don't know if he even realizes that they're dying. He doesn't have the income. He's got to expand somewhere.
He's going the lab, though.
He's going the lab. Incredible, incredible. Turn on Frenzy, man. Get it done. Maybe Yagami will forget he's got Lab D. It happens. It happens.
Yeah. Oh, if that actually happens.
If this happens.
Oh, no.
Yagami,
you gotta turn on lab defense.
What are you doing? No.
No. I mean, yes. I backed the right horse.
That was astonishing. What's going on? Hang on 1 second. I'm going to try and drag Yagami into this voice chat. Oh my goodness. Arpit's in voice. Let me get Yagami in here. Yagami has got to unmute himself. Okay. Yagami. You're going to have to unmute yourself for this. Why didn't you turn on lab defense? Yagami says, no idea. I don't think he can talk.
So, this is actually interesting. Arpit had more lack, even though he definitely had fewer generators for almost all of that game. So I wonder if he had grid and Yagami didn't.
Oh, yeah. Arpit, did you get grid early on there? We have them both in text chat. We will relay their words to you. Arpit did not have grid.
I wonder if he just had more rods than for longer.
Yeah, perhaps so. Didn't have grid, plus got gen after he hit 3. Yeah, I had problems with it. Yeah, Yagami had problems with electricity, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Arpit is saying now, I'm terribly sorry to the viewers, I know this must be awful to listen to. Arpit is saying that he believed he was dead when Yagami hit fast 3, and certainly he was. Arpit was definitely dead. Yagami won that game, but then he didn't. And it really just, what happened, Yagami? Like, why no lab defense? Why no... Yagami says he was just dead. I guess he just gave up. No counter, my man. You had Hammeroogs. That's such a good counter. I mean, if you just turned on lab defense, Yagami, and just gone and attacked his lab, there's nothing he could have done about it. He wasn't 3. It seems like Yagami was just completely out of electricity. He must have been struggling a lot more than we realized that game. He seemed so in charge. He had so much mining across the map. Hard to believe he couldn't. Hard to believe he couldn't resource convert. He says he hates those little things, referring to dear, the praying mantis ants. Gorgeous units, really well used by Arpit in the end there. I have no idea how he swung that game, but that was extremely hype. The best of 3 goes to Arpit, and congratulations. And for that, we have to put Smokestack spectator version in Tell. Hysterical. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been a blast. What a fun series of games. Toast, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for joining me. I'm in charge here.
You're right, of course. Forgive me, sir. I'm so sorry. I forgot my place.
That's all right. You can be very forgetful. I'm very understanding of that.
And that's why you're such a good CEO of Impossible Creatures Incorporated.
I mean, maybe I'll even, lower the stretch goal for the Phoenix.
Oh shit! I've given you too much power. All right. Thanks, folks. I think we'll cut it there.
We'll see you next time.
I guess we'll see where Toast decides to cut this. He probably hasn't stopped the recording yet. He probably still hasn't stopped the recording. Is Will vs. Toast? Okay, Arpit's asking if Will vs. Toast is going to happen. Oh, I don't want that to happen.
And now I'll stop the recording.